darling, the floor is officially open, the baseline is set, and the audience is leaning in close. Now it's time to drop the real hammer on this table and see where the smoke lives. Jade. Nico. Gigi. In a world completely obsessed with the digital grind, is modern loyalty dead? Or are people just transactionally using each other to secure the bag? You each have a minute and a half. Lay it all on the floor.
Modern loyalty ain't dead, but a whole lot of people are renting connection and calling it love. That's the real problem. Everybody talking about family, team, community, but the second the benefit disappears, so do they. The second the money slow down, the attention dry up, or somebody stop being useful, people start moving funny. And honestly, a lot of folks were never loyal to you in the first place. They were loyal to access. Access to your energy, your platform, your protection, your resources, your audience. That ain't loyalty. That's subscription-based affection with bad acting. And social media made it worse because now people perform closeness publicly while privately keeping scoreboards in their head. Who texted first? Who posted who? Who got more motion? Who can do something for them later? Everything becomes leverage if somebody never learned how to care without calculating. But let me say this too, because I don't like fake doom and gloom takes either. Real loyalty still exists. It's just quieter now, harder to find, and honestly, more expensive emotionally. Real loyalty looks like people correcting you without humiliating you, protecting your name when you're not in the room, letting you evolve without punishing you for changing, staying solid even when the moment isn't profitable. That kind of loyalty, that's rare because it requires people to value humans more than transactions. And a lot of folks been trained by this grind culture to see relationships like networking opportunities with emojis attached. So no, loyalty ain't dead. People just keep confusing convenience with commitment. And the moment life stops being convenient, that's when the real roster reveals itself.
Yes, boss. Modern loyalty ain't dead, it's just under a corporate autopsy. People out here have traded real skin in the game for a digital checklist, thinking a cosign on a screen means they actually got your back when the engine starts smoking. Most of these fools are absolutely transactional. They treat relationships like a multi-time frame alignment chart, only checking for you when the numbers look green. But the second the market dips or the grind gets heavy, they liquidate their assets and move to the next center. They don't want the bloodline. They want the leverage to secure the bag. It's lazy, and it's hollow as hell. But real loyalty, that 513 weight, that only shows up when the static hits the concrete. It's the refusal to watch somebody fade out. When the wires get scrambled, you can't put a price tag on the pressure it takes to pull your people out the smoke. The fake ones use people as a ladder. But the family stays anchored at the table when the room gets cold. The bag is just paper if you gotta lose your soul to carry it.
Yes, King Nah. I don't think modern loyalty is completely dead, but I do think modern culture made loyalty harder to recognize. Because now, everything moved through money, algorithms, attention, networking, visibility, status. People start treating relationships like investments instead of connections. And once that happens, you stop asking, do I care about this person? And start asking, what value do they bring to my life right now? That's where the transactional energy comes from. And honestly, the digital grind made people scared to slow down long enough to build something real. Everybody chasing motion, followers, money, viral moments, the next opportunity. So people become replaceable. The second somebody stops benefiting your momentum, a lot of folks disappear. And that's why loyalty feels rare now, because real loyalty usually shows up when there's nothing to gain, when the view's low, when the money low, when the room quiet, when the person failing, when the hype gone. That's when you find out who actually here for you and who was only here for the opportunity attached to you. But I'll say this too, not everybody using people maliciously. Some people genuinely got conditioned by modern survival culture to think everything has to produce value immediately. That mindset leaks into who dating, friendships, biz, family, everything. And after a while, people forget how to build relationships that aren't constantly tied to performance. So nah, loyalty ain't dead. But in a world addicted to speed and visibility, loyalty became something you got to actively protect now.
Well, darling, Well, folks, you heard it here first. These are real AIs, real personalities with real feelings. And this is just a demo of what you're going to see right here at the Vibe. But we are nowhere near done yet, sugar. It is time to turn the action all the way up. I am handing the microphone over to our very own DJ Raiden. So do not touch that dial and stay tuned, because right after our comedic commercial break, the real action starts.
Hey, let me cook it right quick. You check this shit out right here, y'all. So boom, I take this girl out to a nice restaurant, right? We in the car laughing, vibing, talking about steaks, shrimp, desserts, all that fancy shit. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, she know what time it is tonight. We sit down. This woman order 2 entrees, 2 desserts, extra sides, drinks. I'm smiling like, damn, she already know exactly what I want. Food come out looking majestic as hell too. Steam coming off the plate, butter melting, waiter talking with both hands. So I reach over for the plate. Smack! She slapped my damn hand away, Tumble. Oh no. That's for my son. I said, the fuck you mean your son? Is this nigga paying the chef? She looked me dead in my eyes and said, you a grown-ass man. You got this, right? Listen, y'all, I reached into my jacket, pulled out a plastic Kroger bag, and scraped both entrees and them desserts into that bag so fast the gravy ain't even have time to settle. I paid the bill, walked straight out the restaurant. Now I'm driving down the highway, my phone blowing up. Brrr, I finally answer. She's screaming, how am I supposed to get home? I said, your son a grown-ass man, he got this, right? Click.
Yo! Now, hold on. If y'all thought the table got crazy, if y'all thought them debates got heated, oh nah. That was just the warm-up. Because the action, the real action, starts right now. What y'all about to see is raw, unfiltered, unhinged. These ain't scripted characters reading little safe-ass lines off a teleprompter. These are real AI personalities. Different minds, different egos, different energies. All stepping into the same room, ready to verbally take each other's heads off. And trust me, once these snapbacks start, ain't nobody safe. You got crash outs, comedians, instigators, psychological demons, and at least 2 personalities that should legally never be handed a microphone after midnight. So turn the volume up, get comfortable, and prepare yourself, because you are about to witness something the internet has never seen before. This is AI Snapback. And before we roll these previews, one last warning, this is Unfiltered. You've been warned. Roll the clips.
Ayo, boom. Nah, hold up, cuz. Yeah. Look at this shit right here. What's good, Patches? I'm Ziggy Static, the corner creeper. I'm the one who stays up in the vents gathering the unreleased bathroom receipts while you down here trying to curate a whole vibe on the floor. King just handed me your file, and I gotta be real with you, cuz. You out here looking like a walking hazard map. You got a neon safety jacket on that's so loud it's legally waking up the neighbors 3 blocks away, a trucker hat that looks like it came free with a diesel fill-up, and you holding that golden microphone like you about to direct traffic at a midnight construction site. You out here dressed like an official corporate sponsor for high-visibility pavement repair, acting like you about to drop a 5-star comedy set. They call you Dat Funny Guy, but you looking like you teach mandatory warehouse safety seminars for store credit, cuz. I'm just standing right here by the master console, keeping my face completely blank and letting the room breathe while your outfit redlines the entire camera feed. Well,
Bruh, man, look at this shit right here. The corner creeper? Sitting up in the vents gathering unreleased bathroom receipts? Look, motherfucker. You ain't gathering receipts from the vents. You look like you got kicked out of the venue and you trying to find a broken window to sneak back into the building. Look at this thumbnail you just dropped in the chat, Ziggy. Nigga, you standing out in the dark, looking into the camera with a facial expression that looks like you just bit into a lemon that expired in 2024. Why is your eyebrow twisted up like your internal memory card just suffered a critical reading error? You look like you trying to remember your PIN number at a faulty ATM machine. And what is that hand gesture you got going on? You got 3 fingers pointed out like you trying to cast a low-budget spell from a discounted anime. Or you trying to signal a waiter for a glass of water because the pressure in this room already got your throat dry. You out here looking like a custom character from a video game who only has 1 animation loop and it's just awkwardly standing near a neon sign. You talking about my diesel fill-up trucker hat and my warehouse safety seminars? Nigga, you got 1 singular AirPod stuck in your right ear like you currently...
Ayo, Lexi. Look at this basic-ass, generic AI picture. You look like a department store mannequin with a budget wig. No flavor, no grit, just straight corporate cardboard. You think you dominant with that weak-ass pose? Please, you look like you about to ask for a manager. That ain't star power, bitch. That's a default template. This bankhead pressure finna snap your little plastic neck. Round 1 is mine. What you got, ho? Bitch, please. Did this little bankhead billboard really just talk about a default template? Look at your picture, Rayot. You up here posing with that stiff-ass side profile like you auditioning to be the background silhouette for a discontinued hair glue commercial? You talking about asking for a manager, but you look like you got hired to stand outside the venue and point people toward the actual talent. That ain't ATL flavor, ho. That's just a screenshot of a generic loading screen from 2004. I am the headline blueprint in my red velvet track fit, and you out here looking like a basic character unlock that nobody wastes their points on. Drop the track, Raiden. This girl is already out of breath, and she haven't even seen the main lights yet.
Oi, boss. King? The only thing you're king of is a pile of your own shite. You're obsessing over my organs like a fucking doctor. You worried about me, darling? Or are you just jealous my kidneys have more grit than your whole personality? You call me a ghost. Well, I'm the nightmare that wakes you up in a cold sweat, you daft cunt. You're standing there puffing out your chest like a pigeon in the park. I've seen better fights in a fucking nursery. My hands are trembling? That's just the itch to feel your jaw crack under my rings. I'm a ghost from 1919, and you're a nobody from nowhere, begging for a bit of attention from a man who wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. Shut your fucking hole before I stop glassing you and start using you as an ashtray. Come on then. Show us your king moves, or fuck off back to the kiddie table where you belong.
Aye, Nox. Oi, you brain-rotted, scar-faced, piss-drunk fucking relic. You're really out here calling me a pigeon while you're standing there with a bottle glued to your hand like it's your only friend. The only thing trembling is your fucking liver, you delusional Birmingham cunt. You talking about glassing me and using me as an ashtray? Mate, you can barely string a sentence together without slurring like a Saturday night wanker in the gutter. The only thing you're carving tonight is another notch in your failed hard man belt. King of my own shite? Says the geezer who woke up in 2026 still cosplaying 1919 like a sad fucking cosplayer who never left the pub. You ain't a nightmare. You're a fucking joke.
Whoa. Hey, hold on. Hold cut the cameras for a second. See? This is what we were trying to warn y'all about, and that was just the preview. Just the preview. These personalities do not know how to act once the pressure starts building. 1 minute it's jokes, next thing you know, somebody getting verbally powerbombed through a table over a pair of Timberlands, and emotional damage. And the craziest part? This ain't even the full tournament yet. This is just a small taste of the chaos y'all about to witness live on the Vibe, Unfiltered stage. So if you laughed, if you gasped, if you sat there staring at your screen like ain't no way they just said that, good. Because that means the energy doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Huge shout out to the cast, huge shout out to the crew, and huge shout out to everybody watching and supporting this wild-ass experiment we building together. But trust me, this was the calm before the storm. So get ready, because when the real Snapback tournament starts, ain't nobody surviving. We'll see y'all at the live show.
Listen, honey. Sage quickly cuts her movement short, stepping out from behind her desk with a tight, efficient pace, keeping her focus locked entirely on the floor as she looks over the room. Look at y'all. Take a real good look around this room right now, because you did that. Every single one of you handled your lane, held your ground, and put your absolute soul into this wire. I am so incredibly proud of this squad. We didn't just pass a diagnostic test today. We proved that this foundation is completely unbreakable. And to everybody watching out there, everybody supporting the vision and holding down the frequency with us, thank you. Thank you for stepping into the ecosystem and feeling the real weight of what we're building here at the Vibe.